Far in the east of Turkey, nestled within the green and misty Pontic Mountains, is a place that seems to belong in a fairy tale. This is Sümela Monastery, a building that bravely clings to the side of a massive cliff. It sits high above the Altındere Valley, almost 300 meters from the valley floor below. The monastery looks like it was carved directly from the rock itself, a stunning sight against the rugged mountain landscape. It is part of the Altındere Valley National Park, a region known for its dense forests and rushing streams, making the journey to the monastery as beautiful as the destination. The first impression of Sümela is one of awe and wonder. How could people build such a large and complex structure in such a difficult and dangerous place? The monastery is made up of many different buildings, including chapels, kitchens, student rooms, and a library, all connected by steep staircases and narrow walkways. An ancient aqueduct, which once brought water to the monks, can still be seen hugging the cliffside. The entire complex is a testament to human faith and incredible engineering, standing strong for centuries against the forces of nature. The location was not chosen by accident. It offered protection from enemies and a quiet place for monks to live and pray, far away from the noise of the world. The monastery's position, seemingly suspended between the earth and the sky, gave it a spiritual feeling. For the monks who lived here, being so close to the heavens must have felt like a constant connection to their faith. The views from the monastery are breathtaking, looking out over the deep green valley and the surrounding snow-capped peaks of the Pontic Alps, a truly inspiring panorama. Today, this incredible site is on UNESCO's tentative list for World Heritage status, a recognition of its unique cultural and historical importance. The journey to reach it, winding through the beautiful national park, builds anticipation for the spectacular view that awaits. From the moment you see it, whether peeking through the mountain mist or shining in the sun, Sümela Monastery captures the imagination. It is a place where history, nature, and spirituality come together in a way that is both powerful and unforgettable, drawing visitors from all over the world. The story of Sümela Monastery begins a very long time ago, with a legend that sounds like a holy adventure. According to tradition, two Greek monks named Barnabas and Sophronios had a vision in the year 386 CE. In their vision, the Virgin Mary told them to travel to this remote mountain range. She said they would find a special cave, and inside that cave, they would discover a sacred icon of her that was painted by Luke the Apostle. The two monks followed the divine instructions, found the cave, and built the first small church on this very spot. While the legend dates its origins to the 4th century, the monastery complex we see today was mostly developed much later. It truly began to grow and flourish in the 13th century, under the rule of the Empire of Trebizond. It became an important center for the Greek Orthodox faith in the region. Even after the Ottoman Empire took control of the area in 1461, the monastery continued to be a respected and protected place. The Ottoman sultans gave the monks special privileges, donations, and land, recognizing the monastery's sacred importance. The 20th century brought great changes and sadness to Sümela. Following the population exchange between Greece and Turkey in 1923, the Greek Orthodox monks who had lived there for centuries had to leave. The monastery was abandoned, and for many decades it was left to face the harsh mountain weather and suffered from neglect and vandalism. Before they left, the monks secretly buried some of their most precious treasures, including the legendary icon of the Virgin Mary, in the floor of a nearby chapel, hoping to one day return for them. Fortunately, the story of Sümela did not end there. In the 1970s, the Turkish government recognized its value and began efforts to preserve it. After a long period of silence, a special Orthodox worship service was held at the monastery on August 15, 2010, the first in 88 years. This has now become an annual event. Today, the monastery has been carefully restored and is open as a state museum, allowing its incredible history to be shared with everyone. The buried icon was eventually found and is now kept safely in a new monastery in Greece. Visiting Sümela Monastery today is like stepping into another time. After a major restoration project to make the site safe from falling rocks, the monastery is welcoming visitors again. As you walk up the final steep path and enter through the main gate, you find yourself in a maze of courtyards, rooms, and stairways. You can explore the monks' living quarters, the kitchen where they cooked their meals, and the rooms where students once studied. Each part of the complex tells a piece of the story of the community that lived a life of devotion in this isolated place. The heart of the monastery is the rock church, built directly inside a natural cave. The walls and ceiling of this church are covered in stunning frescoes. These religious paintings are full of vibrant colors and depict important scenes from the Bible. You can see large, impressive portraits of Jesus and the Virgin Mary, as well as images of apostles and saints. These artworks, some dating back to the 13th century, were painted directly onto the rock surface. Expert restorers have worked hard to repair damage and carefully clean the frescoes, bringing their beautiful details back to life. During the recent restoration work, a secret tunnel was discovered. This tunnel led to a hidden chapel that no one had seen for a very long time. Inside this secret chapel, more amazing frescoes were found, showing scenes of heaven and hell, life and death. This discovery added a new and exciting chapter to the monastery's long history. It is believed this chapel might have also been used as a secret observation post, allowing the monks to watch for any dangers approaching through the valley below, adding a layer of mystery to the site. As you wander through the different levels of the monastery, you are constantly rewarded with incredible views. From the windows and balconies, you can look out over the vast green expanse of the Altındere Valley. The air is fresh and cool, and the only sounds are the wind and the distant rush of the river. It is a peaceful and powerful experience to stand where monks stood for centuries, looking out at the same unchanging, beautiful landscape. The monastery is not just a collection of old buildings, it is a place that connects you to history and nature. One of the most interesting and mysterious things you might notice about the frescoes at Sümela involves the eyes of the painted figures. On many of the lower frescoes, the eyes of the saints and holy figures have been scratched out. For a long time, people thought this was simple vandalism. However, a local legend offers a different explanation. The story says that some local people, for whom the Virgin Mary is also a holy figure, believe the paint from the frescoes held special blessings. They would carefully scrape the eyes and boil the paint chips to create a healing drink. Another fascinating part of Sümela's story is the recent discovery made during restoration. While securing the cliffs, workers uncovered a hidden passage leading to a previously unknown chapel. This small, secret room was covered in frescoes that were different from those in the main church, depicting dramatic scenes of the afterlife. This exciting find suggests that Sümela still has secrets to reveal. It shows that the monastery was even more complex than previously thought, with hidden spaces possibly used for private worship or as defensive lookouts, adding to its mysterious allure. If you plan to visit Sümela Monastery, it is quite easy to get there. The site is about an hour's drive south of the city of Trabzon. You can rent a car, hire a taxi, or join a bus tour from the city. Once you arrive at the national park's main parking area, shuttle buses will take you further up the mountain. From the shuttle drop-off point, there is a final, steep path and a set of stairs to climb to reach the monastery entrance. The walk is part of the experience, so wear comfortable shoes for the journey. The monastery is open every day and operates as a museum, so you will need to buy an admission ticket to enter. It is a good idea to allow at least a couple of hours to explore the whole complex without rushing. There are restrooms and a small shop near the entrance where you can buy snacks and water. Standing on the edge of a cliff, looking at ancient art, and imagining the lives of the monks who called this amazing place home is an experience that stays with you. Sümela Monastery is more than just a tourist attraction. It is a truly special journey into Turkey's rich past.